bidder could be, awarded the contract for the reconstruction of this road. And as part of best practice, it is but necessary for us to come and then familiarize yourself with the road environment, and if there are any queries, any comments, any clarifications you may require, you bring them forth, we address them. Of course, there are some who could address now, today, and then there are some we may generally address later on. But even after today's process, we would also expect bidders, during the process of the preparation of their bids, if there are other clarifications that they may wish to make, to send them. Of course, like I said, we are an institution of best practice. We would share all our responses to all the bidders, giving them, equal chances. So we are here today, and the process should be familiar to most of our contractors. We'll go through the road. Ideally, we should have gone through the entire stretch of the road, but we are constrained. However, wherever we stop, we expect the bidders who are here, and even those who are not here, to do the rest. If there are any clarifications, again, I may emphasize, you could let us know. If you are not too familiar with the other stretch of the road, you want us to give you personnel to take you there, they will. So, but for today, we'll go through this section of the road onto where the bridge collapsed a year or so ago, and then we'll have a brief site meeting where we'll address queries. On that note, I would like to welcome you all. Everybody be comfortable, feel free to make your inquiries, because this is a very good process that will help you in preparing your bids. And I want you to be rest assured that it's going to be a fair process. It's going to be a level playing field, as we always have done. We have maintained high integrity in terms of the evaluation of our contractors. We've always done that, and we will not sit by and allow that level of integrity that we've achieved over the years to dwindle for whatever reasons. We'll ensure that we'll maintain it. So whoever is in this process, be rest assured that we'll actually exercise fair play, and the best bidder will emerge as the contractor. And of course, where there is any positive, there will have to be a negative. If at the end of the day you do not see yourself emerging, that does not mean that you will not continue to participate in our processes. Because at every point in time, the contractors could exercise advantages in one area or the other. So there's always a possibility of you all eventually having road contracts in this country in the future. So I'd like to welcome everybody on that note, and we'll move forward with the program to see how best we can get the information that we require and ensure that the playing field is level. Thank you.
As a recap, the Director General has emphasized that basically this is an open process, and also it's part of best practice for us to go through this particular exercise. Of course, time will come for addressing queries or clarification, and also you mentioned level playing field and a fair process. So we want to encourage you all and give you all the assurance that we will continue to maintain a level playing field and the process will be fair. So we move to the next item on the agenda, which is the project description provided by the project coordinator or project manager.
Yeah, good morning once more. This allows me to sit on the list of protocols. So basically, let me join the Director General welcoming you guys all for our tender process, I can say. This is a pretty big meeting, of course. We expect contractors or bidders, to take note of each and everything along the road, so that in preparing your bids, you can actually get to know exactly what to put in that bid. Basically, this road starts from here, TIKONKO here, on to KPETEMA. Is about 30.1 kilometer road. is the lot 2, part of the 72.6 kilometer that we survey sometimes ago, and lot 1 is ongoing. It's 35 kilometer. So basically the road is expected to be constructed onto asphaltic level, comprising the sub-base, subgrade, sub-base, and base course, and then of course the asphalt. So the width of the road, the carriageway is 7.2, 3.65, 3.65 on each carriageway, and then the total carriageway is 7.2. Of course, we have the shoulder 1.5, 1.4, which makes it a total of 10.2 meters. So for those of you who may have got the tender document, perhaps just take your time to go through it, and like the DD said, we are always open to answering to your queries and questions as they may come. So like he said, we may not be able to go right to the end. At some point in time, we will stop, and then questions, if they are any, then we answer to them. So at any other point in time you want to go beyond where we're going to stop, you can go beyond that, and then of course if you need our assistance, we will always be willing to render those assistance. So like he said, it's going to be on a competitive base, and it's an open tender. You are encouraged to put as much effort as you could so that your tender can be responsive. So without much ado, I think thank you all for coming, and we expect you guys to continue partaking in our process. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Fuli Kamara. Of course, if you go through the documents, most of what Engineer Fuli Kamara has mentioned here is clearly printed in the document. The road, this is the start of the road, TIKONKO Junction. It goes on to KPETEMA. That's about 30.1 kilometers. But then also, because the government is very much particular about development, and along this particular road, we have one of the best eye clinics, the SERABU eye clinic there. The government thought it wise to include the road from MAYOROH Junction to SERABU so that we can pave it to an asphalt pavement road. And that particular stretch is about 8 kilometers. That is why we have a 38 kilometer as part of this road. Of course, that particular spur is a little further away from the end of the road, I mean KPETEMA. You have to go a little bit further for you to be able to access that road. But as the DG rightly mentioned, if you need any assistance in terms of identifying the road, we can assign personnel. The district engineer is here, who happens to be the project engineer. We can assign him to you so that he may take you along the road. But then, one particular thing again that the project manager mentioned, he said that you should take note of what's happening along the road so that you will be in a better position to put in a very good bid. So thank you, Mr. PM. So of course, I would like to welcome I'll encourage the Director of Procurement to make brief statements, then we'll proceed with the site tour.
Well, I think you have already gone ahead before ever going, but notwithstanding, this is a very key and very important road for economic development and development for the nation as a whole. And the road leading to KPETEMA, TIKONKO, KPETEMA, SERABU, MAYOROH Junction to SERABU is 38.1 kilometers. And I want to believe that most of us, especially the bidders, have gone through their bidding documents, and they have, of course, gray areas that they need clarifications from. And so this is an opportune time for each and every one, because it's a procedure, a procurement procedure that before ever bids are being submitted, or open, you are expected to ensure that clarifications are made during the pre-bid meetings. And so on that note, this is the essence why this meeting is being held, so that at least areas that you know that you cannot understand from the bidding document is a requirement, at least it's an opportunity for you to bring out those gray areas which clarifications will be done on. And at the same time, it's an opportunity and advantage for the bidders who is coming here from the very first time to at least obey themselves with the road, and also take independent investigation on the road itself. So on this note, I want to wish you good luck. Of course, we only received 8 farms has already bought bids, and we are expecting to open the bid on the 8th of January 2024. And so we want to see that you, the bidders, especially the bidders, ensure that they prepare a very responsive bid, that at the end of the day it will meet our requirement. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Gamanga. Of course, what we are doing now is procedural. It's part of the procurement process. And of course, she has highlighted that as of now, we have only registered 8 bidders who have bought the bids. We encourage people to come. We're expecting people to come because it's an open process. But nonetheless, those of you who are here, we expect you, after this particular exercise, to put in something that is very, very responsive. You know, due to
about this now, Unity Broadcasting as we na Abo District, we na TIKONKO. TIKONKO the Nabo District. We just come with the Director General of the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, Sierra Leone Roads Authority, the Director General of Sierra Leone Roads Authority. We na Engineer Momodu, Jalil. We just can do some bidding. The bidding process they start today. Now we get over 8 to 9 companies. We get ISU, we get CSC, we get China Railway Group, we get Chico, we get other companies also within there. We there also can build for make this road here where they come on TIKONKO to KPETEMA. We to KPETEMA, this is the MATRU JONG.
Such processes. During the meeting, clarifications are made, questions are asked, and then very key milestones. You are reminded of them. So that's why we always put it on the program after the meeting. But for this process, for today's process, we are going to do it the other way around. We'll talk about these reminders. Yeah. So once we get there in the meeting, we'll be listening to technical questions. So the Director of Procurement will just go through them quickly.
Okay, thank you very much. We have here from the program, the contract duration actually is 24 months with 12 months defect liability period. It's 24 months, the contract period is 24 months with the defect liability of 12 months. And also, I think from your bidding document, the deadline for submission, of course, we are having now the pre-bid meeting now. Most times, if that's the normal procedure, it should be at least 2 weeks or 3 weeks before the opening of the bid. And it's an open competitive bidding international. So with 6 weeks, the advert has been out since the 27th of November, and we are expecting to open on the 8th of January. It's a mistake here. It's 8th of January 2024. And also, we will be opening, it's a 2-stage, 2-envelope bidding. you have to submit a single bid, but in it you have 2 envelopes. Therein you have the pre-qualification, including your offer letter in your pre-qualification, which is technical, and then you have again another envelope, which is the details of your financial, right? So which is the post-qualification. So we are expecting you to understand exactly what we are expecting. We will not like you you put the entire document in one document. That's not the requirement. We are expecting you to submit 2 envelopes. It's in the document, the criteria are there, the conditions are there that you should follow. And we hope you meet those criteria. I think for now, if there is any queries or clarifications you need on it, then maybe after the meeting, or you can bring it now.
Thank you, Mrs.
Thank you.
Kamanga.
Yes, thank you. Just for hand over to you. Thank you very much. So we know some bidders will still come late, and some will still meet us there. So whatever the case may be, if there are questions on this, but these are very important reminders, we'll still address them at the meeting.
Okay. Just to recap, basically, I want to emphasize on the submission method. As the Director of Procurement mentioned, we are expecting 1 bid, but 2 envelopes. Clearly, you mark your post-qualification and other technical documents, and then you have your offer. Okay? So on that particular day, we will not open all the documents. Of course, we open the bid, but we will not open all the documents. It is only after you have met our technical requirements that is the time that you will be eligible or qualified for the financial opening or evaluation. So make sure you follow this particular trend in terms of your submission. The document is clear. We do not want a situation whereby you submit your bid, but because you do not follow procedure, we are not able to process your bid beyond a particular level. So if you need clarifications on that, we'll go over it again during the as we continue. But then we're expecting a single bid, not 2 bids, but then 2 envelopes. Okay, and be reminded that the bid opening is on the 8th of December. January, sorry. 8th of January. Sorry. 8th of January 2024. And be reminded about the time. Okay, so without further ado, I think we should proceed on stops. Basically, we have a number of culverts along the road which we found to be unsuitable, which will be replaced. What is required, if you look at the document, basically we're going to replace those culverts, and then we put in better culverts. The one that is adequate, that will take off carry the runoff, and then dissipate it accordingly. And then we'll stop at the bridge location, then we'll have a technical discussion on site. I still encourage you all to observe, look at the road, take notes, and then when we get to where we're having the technical discussions, you can bring forward your questions, and then we'll see how best we can address it. Thank you all.
Thank you.
So generally you lead, we'll stop at maybe 2 typical cover positions, but we'll be opening like they see on the road side and so forth. This time Unity Broadcasting as we live na KPETEMA, TIKONKO. We live na TIKONKO. We sabi its area. You will tell me. And SLRA we na the Road Authority, which the Minister of Works. They currently in on a bidding process for the road where they come on TIKONKO to KPETEMA, TIKONKO to KPETEMA, stroke MATRU John Road project.
lot 2 na TIKONKO KPETEMA MAYOROH junction SERABU with a 38-kilometer road. Another because the rear road na 30 kilometers, but they make them from the junction to SERABU. They say SERABU now one of the most important area in the country because they get an eye clinic where they only so they also they benefit 8 kilometers of the road. Now we get over 10 or 8 companies in the way now. We get ISU, we get Chico, we get CSE, we get Chinese Railway Company, we get Bohu Company in the way they don't come, where they already are, where they pillar in. We get also the Director General also the Naya with the crew from the Ministry, from the Roads Authority. So now you see we get ISU Naya also. So we they go now on the bridge, who side that bridge before on the last time. Now they will go now. So then they go do the entire program of the bidding. So this is Unity Broadcasting as we live and direct. Thank you very much.